Let me hit you with this. Let me hit you with these Murphy cookies. Eddie Murphy's back, man.
What you do to your hair? You look like a pimp.
It's all pretend. I just created a character.
Dolemite.
You true. Pull on that.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna tell people, go to DT Merch, influence the fuck out these shirts right here.
Oh, terrible.
I want to influence you to get that classic Black Tuesday logo. I want to influence you to get all these other shirts that we have in here. Hey, we want to get that coffee cup out there, that baby tees for all these little crumbs out here, the phone covers, and the gift of choice. And hopefully I can influence you also to subscribe and donate to doubletoasted.com. Eddie Murphy is back. I mean, let me tell you something. Eddie Murphy, I heard about this new movie that he's in that is going to Netflix. I heard that it played at the Toronto International Film Festival. I was jealous of the people that got to see it before I did. And, you know, that they even got to have a glimpse at this new film that he has done, which is called Dolemite Is My Name. I have never clicked on a trailer so quick. And to hell with all that Marvel shit. To hell with all that Star Wars. This is my shit right here. This is what I've been waiting on.
This is your end game?
This is my end game. The game is here. You got Eddie Murphy, one of the greatest comics of all time. I know he hasn't performed in years, but what he left us with is still a national treasure. It is still comedy gold. You know, if this man never does stand up again, he left us with some of the most influential comedy that we had at that time. And now I get to have one of my favorite comedians combined with my hero. Who said Batman? Fuck you. Who said that?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, actually.
Spider-Man,
but you know, but a very, very close second is Rudy Ray Moore.
That's your hero?
That is my hero. I know you're looking at that tie. You're like, what?
I'd hate to see the villain.
I wonder if that tie spins around and squirts water. This man, you can make fun of his tie all you want to. You can make fun of his pimp attire all you want to. But this man, he really is one of my heroes, because this is a man, much like my mentality is right now. He made his own success doing the things that he wanted to do. When people say you can't, people say, look, you got to pick one. You can't be a comedian, singer, performer, karate master, and pimp all at the same time. No one can ever do that. He said, the hell I can't, motherfucker. And that's exactly what he did. Y'all don't understand. This is one of when you talk about independent filmmakers, when you talk about highly overlooked producers, when you talk about people who have actually the unsung heroes who have had such an influence on pop culture, I'm talking about this man right here. This Rudy Ray Moore, who gave us amazing films in the blaxploitation era. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Dolemite Is My Name, starring Eddie Murphy, the return of the Murph.
Give it to me.
Put your weight on it.
Pretending like he could be a sex machine. What planet is this cat on?
It's making the white man laugh. Look at it. We got a hit. We got a hit. Netflix, we got a hit.
Put your weight on it.
He's turning red.
Funny, I couldn't only say that.
People, this is my friend Brigham, my childhood friend from Waco.
It's funny.
Yeah, I'm talking about redneck Waco. Look at it.
Duck Dynasty Waco.
Yeah, Duck Dynasty Waco. Yeah, it's making him laugh. We got a hit, Netflix.
God damn, Dolemite.
Now, you know, I'm looking at this and you see some names in here, man. You see, like I said, it has a lot of black actors, man. Some you thought you would never see again. People still thought Wesley Snipes was in jail. But he's out. In addition to Eddie Murphy, Keegan-Michael Key, Mike Epps, Greg Thomas, Titus Burgess, Divine Joy Randolph, and Wesley Snipes. And I'm going to save a lot of what I have to talk about for when we review the movie, man. Because some of these people that I see in this trailer, I recognize from the people they played in the movie, like Michael Keegan Key. I couldn't find a guy in time because I was prepping the show. But if you've ever seen any of Dolemite's or Rudy Ray Moore's movies, you would recognize that guy right there. I can't remember his name. I think his last name is Jones, but there's a lot of stuff that they've done in here to actually get the some of the things that people might remember from these movies if you're familiar with them. This is good. This is for right now. This is a love letter to the fans of Rudy Ray Moore. I'm sure that Eddie Murphy is one of those. And this is based on the character of Dolemite that Rudy Ray Moore created. Actually, he had the movie Dolemite, and then you had the sequel to it.
Damn, look like my women is on time. Breathing down your neck.
You saw that in the trailer, some of these scenes that they've recreated. I can tell you right now, they changed some things around. They probably consolidated some scenes, but and that's the first Dolemite right there. We'll talk about the sequel in a little bit, but this really was something that Rudy Ray Moore was kind of living out a fantasy, man, of everything that he wanted to do, and actually making those fantasies his business. He was able to do that with the character, solely with the character of Dolemite in the beginning. He was always a singer, comedian, club owner, pimp, and kung fu master. And every movie, no matter what was happening, he always had to stop some rival club owner who was trying to move in on him while having sex in between. A lot of sex goes on in those movies. And if you're a fan of Rudy Ray Moore, then you know what this. Let me mention this. I saw this description of it today. Somebody actually said, "Hey man, why you trying to do all these elaborate descriptions and putting all this mythology behind them? Just tell it for what it is." I found this on Voodoo where they describe the sequel to Dolemite, and it says here, the description is: a fat rhymer, Rudy Ray Moore, flees to California where he helps a madam, Lady Reed, and her female fighters battle a local gangster. I like they put fat in there.
A fat fool. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, don't put none of that. Don't put none of that singer and comedian pin. Just say he's a fat rhymer. No, that channel had no respect at all. He give a but they put in a lot of, I tell you, like I said, if you're a fan, they put in a lot of imagery. If you've seen all these movies, man, in the craziest shit. Like the thing I saw in the Eddie Murphy trailer, they had this woman shaking her ass and everything. That is some crazy shit from Human Tornado. They have all these scenes where this woman, they don't even explain it. It's just part of the club culture at the time. This woman just dancing her ass off. And I mean, the woman got crazy too, man, because there was some scenes she was possessed.
No here.
Exorcist. That part, crab walking, like the Exorcist, Black Exorcist. That part reminded me of Ren and Stimpy when he was doing his dance. I'm gonna hand it over to get your opinion, man, because I'm freaking over this. I'm loving this because I've seen these movies. Oh, I used to have viewing parties back in the 90s, man, for this, like 90, 91. I was showing people this all the time. If I wanted to have a good time showing some movies and having people over, I would put on Dolemite or the Human Tornado, which is my favorite. And they recreated scenes like that. Like they have that scene where you see them tearing up a bedroom, which it looks like he might be doing by having sex, a sex hurricane.
Mike, give it to me.
Put your weight on it.
That is from the movie, man. That is from that's from the movie where he was interrogating this woman, man, while having sex with her. And they didn't give a f. You can tell that that's all like styrofoam, paper mache. You can actually see the fishing line on some of this stuff. They didn't care, man. They did not care. And it just blows me away that somebody made a movie where they recreated these scenes, because I never thought this man would get the admiration or the respect. He was getting it. They mentioned him in House Party. A lot of people noticed him from that. I don't have the clip, but if you ever seen House Party, Kid's father telling you, boy, you used to love Dolemite. You grew up on Dolemite. Sanctified monkey. You know, we'll talk about that. We actually do the review for this. I have to say some stuff for that. But I never thought I would see them take the craziest shit that I saw when I was a teenager and a young man, and Eddie Murphy would do a story about it. The craziest shit. That's coming from me as a fan. Oz, I don't know if you ever used to watch Dolemite movies.
No, I might as well say, man, you have a clear affection for Rudy Ray Moore and this Dolemite stuff, and which is kind of cool. It makes me kind of want to go back and watch this stuff too, just for your fervor for it. It's kind of cool. But as I'm watching it, for me, I'm just seeing Eddie Murphy being Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? I don't see, I don't, maybe like I said, I have an affinity to any of this stuff, but it looks cool though. It looks funny to me.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's on the right place, being on Netflix as opposed to going to the big screen.
I look at this, and I want to believe that when I look at Eddie Murphy as Rudy Ray Moore, I want to believe that I'm looking at Rudy Ray Moore.
Right.
But the whole time that I'm looking at this, I mean no disrespect, but I keep seeing Donkey as a pimp.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, because he keeps using that.
I'm sorry, I keep seeing Donkey.
Because he does that same type of accent when he talks like Rudy Ray Moore. Because Rudy Ray Moore has a distinct type of, when I'm talking, I'm kind of talking like this, almost like a Dave Chappelle type of thing when he talks, the way he accentuate words and stuff like that. It's a very distinct type of dialect how he's speaking.
Yeah.
And right now, Eddie Murphy's not even trying to do any of that. It just sounds like Eddie Murphy playing Donkey. You're right.
Yeah, if you listen to it, I mean, because I love, look, like I said, I love Eddie Murphy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love Eddie Murphy, and I love and you know what? And I'm glad to see him back, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see him here doing what he's doing.
Like he's having fun though. I tell you that. Like he's having a blast doing it.
No, you know what? He's having a great time with this, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can actually find a part where he's talking, because when I see Eddie Murphy in this role, man, and I was thinking like this is amazing. At first I thought this is a role that he was kind of, yeah, I can see it clearly. Sure, man, he was born to play Rudy Ray Moore.
I come up with a new character.
Dolemite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game.
You hear that? Because Dolemite says it. Dolemite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. When I hear Eddie Murphy, Dolemite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. That's Donkey, man. That ain't Rudy Ray Moore. That's Donkey. And I won't even put it all on Donkey. I say it's a combination of Donkey and Papa Clump.
You know where that come from? Watching that damn TV. Every time you turn it on, they got somebody in there talking about lose weight, get healthy, get in shape. Get everybody looking all anorexic, talking about that's healthy. I know what healthy is.
You know that? Now that's a combination of Donkey and Papa Clump, man. I don't really hear Eddie Murphy. I don't really hear Eddie Murphy doing the voice that I know from Dolemite. Now that could be because I'm too close to it, but to hear you say it, you notice it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's my only thing. Is like, okay, maybe it's too much Eddie Murphy in the character, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if he's pulling from from any of the actual movies or whatever. Again, I do want to check it out. Like I said, it does look funny. And like I said, he looks like he's having a good time doing it. But as far as keeping it authentic, from what I recall from seeing the original trailers and watching the clips from it, he's not capturing at least the way he sounds. And I think that's one of the easiest things to kind of replicate too, because of the way Rudy Ray Moore played Dolemite, the way he had the inflections, the way he spoke. He spoke in like, a singy-songy type of way. So it's kind of easy to kind of mimic that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe if you hear it more, it may come through better. But from what we're hearing through the trailer, it doesn't sound like he's capturing that.
It sounds like, if nothing else, I mean, like I said, for me, it's kind of close. And like you're saying, you hear Eddie Murphy and it's kind of hard to get lost in the character when you hear that. It's going to have to depend on the performance, man. We've seen people where they just don't, they just do their own version of that character, and it's going to depend on the performance and how good the movie is. Looks like you got something to say.
Well, I've never seen any of those.
You got to come over to the house, man.
I've never seen any. So I can tell you, the second I started watching that trailer, and it was cutting back and forth between the movie and the scenes from his old movie, I thought right away, I felt like there were some things like him firing at the guy and him dancing around. I'm like, that's so Eddie Murphy. I wonder how much Eddie Murphy emulated him as an actor.
You know what? And that's what
I think I can tell by looking at it. I feel like just right away I felt like this guy influenced this guy. Like there's no question about it. And now I want to see it even more because I don't know a thing about him. But man, it's the same thing like when you find out certain comedians you liked were influenced by other comedians you never heard of. And now you're watching their stuff from the 60s and 70s, I mean, it's like, it's like finding out about Richard Pryor and never knowing, so So I mean, I think that for me, like right away when I saw that, I went, man, I can tell Eddie Murphy's been influenced by this guy.
And you know something, if I play you some of like my favorite movie, Human Tornado, you can see where Eddie Murphy and a lot of other comedians were influenced, and rappers were influenced by Rudy Ray Moore.
He think he's bad and ain't got no class. I'm gonna wrap this shotgun up his motherfucking ass.
You got to come to the house and watch one of these.
But you got to know right away that looks like a bad version of what Eddie was doing in the 80s, in the 90s.
Wow.
Like it does. Like it looks like he just upgraded it a bit. Like he's a little more over the top. He's a little crazier. But this guy's like, he's out of his mind. It's the 70s. Man, whoever was trying to hawk his stuff was like, damn, man, we're never going to get this into a theater. I know that. Like, I feel it. I feel it. But, that's the same thing with, like, what was it, Sanford's son, Red Fox. Like, he couldn't get his stuff played anywhere. Like, it's just amazing, though, if you hear his old comedy. I feel now like I've been already just in the last few minutes exposed to somebody who obviously had a huge influence on some comedians that I didn't have any idea about. I want to see it bad now.
No, man, I'm telling you, I've had drunk shows with his movies before with Rudy Ray Moore. Some people the last one. People come up to me and like, man, have you heard of this crazy movie from this guy named Dolemite? Like, get the guy there, man. I was watching Dolemite before you were born, kid. I think that's what this guy's name was, Jerry Jones. He was in the movie. I think he wrote the script. That's Michael Keegan Key's. Is that his name? Michael Keegan. Yeah. He, that guy's dead. The guy that directed the first Dolemite movie that is played by Wesley Snipes, D'Urville Martin. That guy, crazy eyes, like a damn lizard just bit his dick. But that guy's dead. There's a kind of a curvy woman in here, Queen Bee. All these. Then Dolemite is dead. All these people are dead, man. And that's the sad thing about it because this is the way they should have been honored when they were alive. They really did break a lot of ground for people of color coming up, man. This guy really, he was a do-it-himself kind of guy. And I tell you, man, Rudy Ray Moore would have been thrilled to see Eddie Murphy playing him. He would have been so. He would have felt so. He would have felt so honored to have, to have a legend like Eddie Murphy playing him. There's no, there's probably no big honor I can think of for him. But he's not here.
We can only hope his grandchildren are getting some royalties.
I hope so, man. I wouldn't. Probably not.
Do you think Rudy Ray Moore would have wanted to be in the movie somehow, some way?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Bartender.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Something. Yeah. Kung Fu master in the background.
That guy didn't want any attention.
He was making movies when he was like up until close to when he died, man. Let me see if I can find this clip right here where he's fighting.
When did he pass away?
Oh man, it was like
2009 or 2008,
something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't remember, man, because I remember like a friend of mine. We were talking about it together. Like, man, he's gone. Jesus, I met the guy. I feel really excited. Oh, here's your favorite clip, Oz, because you've seen the guy, man.
I love that.
You've seen this.
Yeah, I love this one.
Rise, motherfucker, rise, motherfucker.
The fight is on. You wanna play, mother?
That's such an obvious body double right there. How you trying to hide that shit? What was in that bottle?
Liquid cocaine, man.
I think it was the power of Christ.
Jesus juice.
It compels him.
He looks like Eddie Murphy right there a little bit, doesn't he?
Right? See, that's what I'm saying.
He's
that's
farming.
exactly
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, I feel like so much of it, like, as the second I started watching, I'm like, man, this guy totally is one of his idols. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way around it.
Rise, mother. Rise, rise. Rise, mother.
Rise! Like he just got tired of it. God damn it, this working. Rise, motherfucker, rise!
Oh, man.
Shit, he's speaking in tongues.
Shit, I'll have what he's having. Oh, I love that, man. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, Rudy Ray Moore, he died 2008.
2000, yeah, that's what we're saying. 2008, yeah, man.
That wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, 2008, man. Thanks to Netflix again, man. Netflix is, because we would not see this in the theater. Not today. I mean, we have to pretty much accept, regardless of what you think about Netflix, regardless of what you think about streaming, we are at a point now where it's done, man. These kind of movies, dramas, mid-level to even high-level dramas and things like that, they're not seen in the theater anymore.
They don't pull in enough money.
They're not pulling it in, man. And this is something that probably would have gone to the theater in the early 2000s, man. So, yeah.
Well, think about all the amazing movies that we would have never gotten if the situation was the way it is now. Like, to me, it's just, I think it's incredibly sad. Like, I'm talking about just tons of movies. Rob Reiner said he can't make movies like he made.
Nope.
Francis Ford Coppola can't make movies like he used to.
Right. When you hear Rob Reiner say he can't get in a theater, like, you have to wonder, what the hell?
Yeah. So I mean, thank God for streaming these days, man. And I can't wait to see this, man.
Definitely looking forward to this. Definitely.
It's coming to Netflix. Can we do something like a party or something?
Yes.
Let's do it. We gotta make this big. It's your boy, man.
This fall, man. This fall. Oh, yeah. I might have a big viewing party for this at the house. I might have a big barbecue. I love, and then watch the shit be bad.
I don't think so because
no way. That looks great.
Yeah. No, this is coming. If it says fall, I'm betting October or November, and if it's good, Netflix, they might submit it for nomination for.
No, I can tell. Okay, I love this. I can't wait for it. But
you never know, man.
This ain't getting no Oscar nomination.
You never know, man.
But you know what? Bless your heart.
Hey,
the
world is changing.
The world, yeah, we don't know.
The world is changing.
Maybe it'll be for
comedy and dance.
Yeah.
Listen, we gave Roger Corman an Oscar. Like, we can give this. You never know.
Maybe this will get the BET Awards or something.
Now, the only thing you could hope for is that they put some of the old Dolemite movies on Netflix.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
They did. They had it one time.
Yeah, maybe they'll bring them back.
Yeah. So there you go, folks. We'll see. Come buy some stuff. And if nothing else, remember to always stay toasty.